5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two white Muslims.
Go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
My name's Junaid Rahim,
And my name's Mohammed Yusuf Bashforth.
and affectionately we're known as
The Two White Muslims. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
I was just lost looking at the computer screen for a second.
You caught napping.
I was mesmerised by the computer screen. Little things keep moving on it.
Oh, yeah.
That is amazing. I remember static screens. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, no. Things move.
Blimey.
I know.
And they just attract your attention just enough. And you go, oh, I wonder what that is. Click.
Yeah.
So clever. isn't
Yep.
it? So clever.
Brilliant.
So welcome
Welcome.
to another day.
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another $50 each.
If you look at between us.
Between the two of us.
Between us, if we're lucky.
Oh, I've got a cracker today.
Might be enough to have a bag of chips on the way back.
Yes, yeah.
tell you what we haven't
you can have
done.
the chips and I'll lick the print off the
I'll
newspaper.
tell you what we haven't done yet, and we've talked about this, but
Yep.
we've never done it.
Go on.
On the way back, call
Yes.
into IKEA and have the hot dogs.
Oh, yes, I thought you were going with the deep fried Mars bar.
No,
Do you remember
no.
when Saf found somewhere locally that did the deep fried
I know,
malarkeys?
but you know that there are limits.
Yes.
There are limits.
Yes.
I have to say that I'm quite happy with that limit, to be
Yes,
fair.
yeah. That and living.
But my diabetic nurse might
Yes.
have something to say about the fact that
Yes.
it's sugar and fat
Yes.
in combination.
In combination, 1,000 of your best calories.
And as she has now put me on to 6 monthly reviews,
Oh.
because my
What did you speak?
3 monthly.
Oh, right. I wasn't sure if that was good about.
Oh no, good.
Ah,
Yeah, it's all good.
That's
all
brilliant.
good. All good.
Oh,
Yeah,
well done.
I've gone below the target level that we needed,
Fantastic.
and she said, "Well, I'll need to see you every 6 months now."
Brilliant.
Fantastic. So given that it's cream egg season,
Yes, yeah.
fire
Make the most
some of those in.
Yeah, yeah. You've got 3 months to scoff, 3 months to get better.
Yes, then have my test done.
Brilliant.
Unbelievable.
Does you only be able to see out one eye? What? Oh, it was cream egg season.
What do you mean you have to remove my legs? Was it worth the cream egg? Cream eggs, was it worth it? Yes.
Oh dear. I saw an advert for a white cream egg. Can you buy that, or do you look for it? Is that a?
If you find it, you've won a lot of money.
I see.
If you find the white cream egg, yeah.
Right. So
now
would
you
that be
have to-
considered? So would buying cream eggs be considered gambling?
Well, for me, yes.
yes. Every cream egg would be a bit of a gamble.
Gambling with my sight and my legs.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But no, if you find the white cream egg, you've won some money. It's like
wow.
finding Willy Wonka's
Golden
gold
ticket.
ticket. It is.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So I don't know how much the money is, and it worries me a little bit because they're just wrapped in flimsy foil, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you're going to get some sad old people
Yep.
peeling back the foil to see what colour the egg is, aren't you?
Yep.
And I don't really
I
like
mean,
the thought of that.
breathing on your egg.
I don't like the thought of that.
Mm,
No. You don't
no.
know where the hands have been.
no.
Oh. So, no.
Imagine having to have security at the cream egg factory for when they're sent out,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
so that somebody doesn't say, "Oh, it's in batch
It's
number
in
42."
that box. Yeah, it's in that box. Rob that box
Yeah.
quick.
I don't know why. I think there would
Give
only
it
be
to Uncle
42.
Fred.
Yeah.
Other
Which
uncles are
reminds me.
available.
Which reminds me.
Remind you, we
Yes.
must get Uncle Fred.
Must get on to Fred. Yes. Oh, what a day we've got ahead of us. What a day. Do you know why?
Go on.
Because it's a day.
I know
It's
it's
a
just
day that we both woke up on.
We both woke up. We both, I prayed. You prayed.
Yes.
We said thanks to Allah.
reasonably healthy, as an average.
For my age,
Yes.
I'm not
yes.
doing bad.
You are 78, aren't you?
Looks can be deceptive. No, it's actually 79.
I remember watching that on a comedy. I think it was Becca or something. And this woman said, "So how old are you?" And he went, "Oh, I'm 56." She went, "Oh, you don't look 56." He went, "Oh, thank you very much." She went, "Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I see how that could be seen as a compliment." She went, "You look much older." Very good. Very
Fantastic.
clever.
Well,
Oh.
I was reading my daughter's Instagram. Yeah, because
Yes.
when she posts, I get it comes up on my phone.
Yes,
and
yes,
it's
yes, yes.
usually posts of one or both of my beautiful grandchildren.
Oh,
so I'm
brilliant.
always very keen when they pop up.
Yes.
But I happened to see a post, and I followed the thread because it was somebody who said, because she put up a photo of me
Right.
and her.
Ah. Ah, okay.
And this friend of hers from years ago at high school
Yeah.
said,
Don't reckon much to your husband.
your dad hasn't aged.
Oh, wow.
I went, I'll read more. it still looks exactly the same as he did when we were still at school.
Good Lord.
I thought, I'm going to read more.
Yes,
of this.
yeah.
So I kept scrolling.
Scrolling up. Yes.
I was thinking,
Swipe right.
where's the punchline? Where's the
Yes.
swipe right?
Yeah.
Where's the punchline? There wasn't one. She was actually serious.
Wow.
So I kept on scrolling, waiting for the punchline, and it just didn't come. She was actually serious. I haven't aged, in her opinion.
Well, you do have
over the last 10 years.
You do have a painting up in your loft.
I said to my missus, you know all that she says about me.
Yes.
Calls me old man, calls me this, that, and the other. And I said, Missus,
hang on.
I noticed.
Just a second.
I noticed that Laura didn't say that about you. Do you know what she said?
Come on.
Do you know what she said?
Go on.
Well, the photos were of you and our daughter, so how could she say anything about me? She didn't see a picture, and I thought, oh yeah, you've got a point.
I know, but she could
You've
assume.
got a point there. You got a point there.
She could assume.
You've got a point. But anyway, no, I haven't aged in 10
Not
years,
aged
apparently.
a bit.
Yeah, in spite of how I feel.
Yes.
Yeah, and in
either
spite of how
10 years ago, you looked terrible.
I probably did 10 years ago,
But
to be fair.
some people do hit. They hit the
fair.
look, and then if they're lucky, they keep the look for a while.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And some people look 40 when they're 26.
Yeah, they do.
But then they look 40 till they die.
Yes.
Forever.
Ever.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's you. Maybe you'll look 79 till the day you die.
Thanks. There's a word for people like you.
Yeah, but that was very kind of her to say.
It was, wasn't it?
Because given that it was your good daughter that put that up, I noticed Laura didn't comment on her.
No.
Just on you.
Actually, Amara then commented it.
What about me?
Excuse me?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. I've learned that much.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
Oh, shall I tell you what we're going through today?
Go on.
We've got one.
Is this a list?
We've got a list.
Wow.
We've got one that's been carried over about 17 lists.
Okay.
And it's a German teenager that I think should hold a world record.
Okay.
And we're finally,
if we
get
talk
to
about it.
If we get to it,
we do.
Going to talk about it.
Yep.
We need to talk about Tommy Robinson.
Yeah.
Now, before everybody starts turning the radio off, honestly, it's the gift that keeps giving. This is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long, long time. So, honestly, even if it means being late for school work, you have to listen to this one.
Every time Tommy Robinson does or says anything,
yes,
it's just fuel for our fire. It's just fantastic.
And this one, honestly, it is worth being late to school for. Or if you miss it, catch it on the podcast, because this is a goodie.
Yeah.
This is a goodie.
Tommy Robinson has struck gold for us again,
yes,
has
he has. So linked to that, we're going to have a brief chat about just right-wing idiots. Yeah, no, I don't like that word. Right-wing freaks, yes. Right.
Freaks, fools.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which...
Nobodies.
Speaking of which, I heard on the radio the last couple of days, and it went, yada, 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 and a man in Leeds has been arrested on terror offences.
I heard this.
Right.
I heard this. What did you think at that moment?
My immediate thought, I'm ashamed to say, was, oh, I wonder if I know him.
Yeah.
My immediate thought was yours the same?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I wonder if I, because we frequent
frequent
many mosques in and around Leeds.
I hope it's not one of
Like,
ours.
oh, please don't.
Don't go one of ours, please.
And what is it a member of?
Right wing.
The right wing.
Yeah, heard that.
The right wing.
Yeah. But isn't it amazing the way that it was phrased?
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
They didn't start with right-wing terror plot foiled by coppers.
No.
It started with man
arrested.
Been arrested in Leeds.
Terrorism charges.
On terrorism charges.
Yes.
Gap, chat, right wing.
Right wing, yeah. Yeah.
Thought that was interesting.
So did I.
And given that, I also, and I know we've mentioned this, and I don't mean to repeat, I know we've mentioned this, but I remember hearing that last year, 2018,
yep.
There were many terrorist attacks in America.
Yes.
In Uncle US National of Stateside.
Yes.
Not one of them linked to Islam or Muslims in any way, shape or form.
Yep.
The vast majority being perpetrated by
the rifle
right wing. Well, NRA, which is considered to be right wing.
Yeah.
Freaks who decide they're going to pick up a gun and kill many people.
Yep.
and claim it's because I have the right to. No. Anyway, thought that was incredible. I just want to, and it's something that you raised, so you put this one on the list. We're just going to talk about shortening, stroke combining prayers. So prayers in general.
People get prickly over this subject.
They do. It is one of those. Oh, can you hear this? Do you want this? It's the two white Muslims wandering into a minefield.
Yeah.
Because the shortening or combining of prayer, it really gets people going.
Wandering in? Nah.
Jumping.
We're running in.
Leaping in.
Feet first.
We are, what is it? We are square dancing in.
Belly flopping into
Grab your partner by that do-si-do. We are belly flopping. Clear. And then you also mentioned that you wanted to talk about archery and other such things because you had some experience of archery recently. So it is quite a list. It is quite a list. I think it's going to be fun. There'll be fun and frolics. There might be some funnies. There'll be much drinking of coffee.
And some frollies.
Yes. And also included that, there should be a fantastic, fabulous fun fact.
Fantastic fact, fun fact, fabulous fact.
We may well be encouraging you to try and get a song out of your head that we're going to put there because we're cruel. Because we're cruel, malicious, and we're just like. So that's our day.
Try not to think of the birdie song.
Try not to picture a big brown bear.
It's the first thing you do, isn't it?
Yeah. The brain doesn't work on knots.
Do not picture Santa.
Yeah. Yes.
Straight there.
Yep.
Straight.
Do not imagine a dolphin.
Do not think of a rabbit running across a field.
Yeah. Your human subconscious does not work on negatives. It doesn't understand negatives.
No.
Which is why I should never tell your children what not to do. You should tell them what to do.
What to do. Yeah.
Sit there, not stop shouting.
Yeah.
It doesn't hear the stop.
Don't spill your milk.
Yes.
What's going to happen?
Don't get knocked over.
Yep.
Don't steal from that shop. Don't throw that Molotov cocktail.
Oh dear me,
So yeah, I think it's going to be a good one.
Parenting. There's a certain skill to parenting.
Well, there is. I do remember.
I'm yet to find it.
I do remember when I was working in Nottingham, and we worked on Radford Boulevard in Nottingham.
Okay.
Which was, shall we say, I liked the area, but it was a little dodgy. It was a gun centre and shooting centre of Nottingham, and Nottingham at that time was we're talking 15, 20 years ago, was the gun centre of the country.
Okay.
So it was quite a dangerous area.
Yes.
And one of the chaps had his car nicked, literally from right outside the building. We had the parking spaces, and the car was nicked from directly outside the building. It's extraordinary.
Stolen in plain sight.
But given that we actually had laptop computers nicked from inside the building,
wow,
you couldn't leave anything. It was extraordinary. This car nicked.
That was just the stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had to fill in the insurance form, and it went through, and it kept saying the incident. What happened? What was involved in the incident? And finally, it said, and who in your opinion is at fault for the incident? And he wrote, frankly, I blame the parents. And that's always stuck with me. Love it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Oh, dear. So yes, parenting. It's a challenge.
Do you remember Jasper Carrot and his insurance claims?
Oh, I do. I swerved to avoid the stationary tree coming at me in the opposite direction.
Yes.
Oh,
I bumped into the tree that I don't have.
When I turned into a drive that wasn't mine or something. Yeah. Trying to turn into my drive. Oh,
the accident happened when I was waving at the man I knocked down last week.
Oh, it's just joy.
Love him.
Absolutely brilliant.
Love him. Fantastic. So we've got some list items there. Some of them look quite interesting.
Yep.
And
others not so much, but we'll battle through those. The ones you put on.
Yeah, thanks. we'll battle. Yeah, as you say, battle through them. Inshallah. But we're not going to do any of that at all until we've done some of this. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi. That was easier than I'd expected.
What, blanking your mind?
Yes. I had an instruction for Yusuf who just went, blank your mind.
Think of nothing.
Think of nothing. That was quick.
It normally takes me ages to think of nothing.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Subhanallah. But,
my
I said
goodness.
that with a reason.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's that we simply don't know
No.
at this point in time what's going to crop up
Absolutely.
and what it is that we might talk about.
Never, ever.
Alhamdulillah.
Occasionally we refer to our list, but it's
From time to time. It's not often.
It's not often. It's not often. We will get to one on this list because it is. I mean, they're always all brilliant, but there's one which is like, oh.
Are we going to have another cow moment?
It might be another cow. It's the gift. It's the gift that keeps giving. It is an extraordinary one. In fact, should we bomb into it now? Because
what shall we?
I've just got it up on my phone and I'm giggling already.
Okay. Okay. Let's do this one, inshallah.
Oh, right.
Just before we do... No.
No.
Straight into it.
If I was to say to you, Tony Robinson, who do you think of? Yeah, does your heart sink ever so slightly?
I just go, oh,
Yeah.
what? Him again?
Yeah, so you
What's
know who
he
I mean.
done now?
The former leader of, what was it?
That thing.
Was it the EDL or BNP?
Party thing.
One of them. One
I
of
don't
them.
know.
One of them.
It didn't seem to me like any kind of party.
No.
I'd like to be invited to.
No, there was no clapping and cheering and people smiling.
There's no dancing. There
No
was
dancing,
music.
no music. Oh. I
It's
don't
not
know.
the kind of fun thing that you get. You get an invite to, and you kind of want to go.
Yes.
Nah.
No. No. So we know it's the former, I was just trying to say, right-wing leader. So it's this former, what was he?
was
What
right
did he
about
used
him?
Yeah, his wings apparently. What did he used to be a leader of? I think it was EDL.
Was it?
I think it was EDL, but it might have been the BNP. I'm just trying to find it, see if it says in this.
It could have been any of them. Not much of
The
a-
former English Defence League
EDL.
leader. English Defence League leader. For some reason, and this is in the Independent, for some reason they insist on giving his real name.
Okay.
So there seems to be a slight change in how these are being reported now.
Yeah.
And he's becoming a figure of fun, shall we
Yes.
say. So it says, Robinson, the former English Defence League leader, whose real name is Stephen Yaxley Lennon.
Excuse me?
Yaxley Lennon, a double-barreled Yaxley
Okay.
Lennon.
So, where's that from?
I was wondering that. Yaxley. Doesn't
Might have to Google that and
Yeah.
find out.
it just doesn't ring as being.
It's not Smith, is it?
No, it's not Smith, it's not Jones, Brown,
No.
or I can't think of another one.
Or any of those.
Or any of those. Robinson. No, oh yeah, because he used Robinson, didn't he?
Yeah.
He used Robinson. Right.
What's he done?
Well, there was a rally recently. There was a rally recently. Where was it? Outside BBC headquarters. Right. So they had a rally outside BBC headquarters where he was supposed to have been showing this new film that he's produced, which is a thing to then have a go at Panorama for the thing they did about him.
Okay.
Are
so
you with me so far?
Panorama did a thing about him.
Panorama did a thing about
and
him.
He's now going to do a thing about them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
To have a go at them. for
Which has
having
a go
done
at
thing
them.
about
Yes.
him.
Yeah. Which either is based on righting the so-called wrongs in their Panorama documentary,
Yeah.
or, like I say, just having a go at Panorama.
Yeah.
Not sure which it is, but he had there's quite a few people turned up at this, but he had a march outside BBC headquarters where he's going to show. where he's going to show part of this. I'm sorry. I keep looking at the clip.
What's he going to show?
Right.
I need to know.
So he's supposed to be showing his film.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be showing part of his film to launch it. Unfortunately, it wouldn't play.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It wouldn't play. Now, let's say we were doing a presentation somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our video,
Yeah.
you know, because we show videos.
We do.
Our video, as the two white Muslims, wouldn't play.
Yes.
What would be your default?
My default.
Yeah. What would you put up?
Another 2
Another 2 iMessage. Exactly. We've got 110 of them. You'd just find one. Oh, just watch this.
We're not short, are we?
Yeah. Or worst case, you say, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. That doesn't appear to be working." Whilst somebody else sorts it out, we'll just chat. We'll just talk.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for. Oh no, none of you are smiling. But anyway, thanks for coming. At least.
How
No.
are you going to enjoy? No, you're not.
No. And if you are, tell your face. But no. What actually happened was the film wouldn't work. The film wouldn't work, right? So, where does it? I want to read what they put. To explain the delay in showing the video, which did eventually play, Robinson said, "The computer, it won't render. It won't render. We had to get a new computer." That was his excuse.
Okay.
So, his default. Now, this is a group of right-wing thugs, right, who've all gathered to see him knock
Having
it
a go
to
at
Panorama.
Yep.
No, go on, you show the BBC what's happening. Well, it won't play. Well, what else can you put on, Tommy? He played video clips from his wedding.
What?
I said it like it.
Did he even have some holiday snaps?
He played video. Well, that's what I was going to say. Next time we cut short, we'll say, "Oh, hang on a minute. I'll just. This is me in Tenerife. This is Yusuf in Venice.
Sunbathing.
You'll note.
Put your shades on, quick.
Yep. You'll note that the shorts come below the knee. This is us at the Taj Mahal.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
He played video clips from his wedding day, accompanied by the Take That song, Greatest Day.
No.
So I'm now wondering if Take That are going to sue.
I think
Can you imagine?
They should.
Can you imagine? EDL rally, Take That song. I'd be having words.
I would too.
I know when Trump used somebody and got sued. Because you can't just put music on. You know what I mean? You can't just play. Well,
No,
we
you
know
got to
that,
get
don't we?
permission, yeah.
You have to get permission or pay.
Yeah.
But he played video clips from his wedding day, accompanied by the Take That song, Greatest Day, in what he said was a tribute to his wife, get ready, whose face was pixelated out. So either think this one through. Either even she is so embarrassed to be married to this guy that she said, "I will," but on the premise and on the agreement that you never ever show my face. And so, as I walk down the aisle, I will be carrying a pixelator machine in front of me. You know, my face will be pre-pixelated.
I'll be shaking my head like this.
I'll be shaking.
Anti-surveillance, bro.
It's anti-surveillance.
Oh, God, that's maybe gone.
I'm not surprised. So either she went pre-pixelated. Yeah. The second option is she actually looks like that.
Yep.
Which I don't think is an option.
Yep.
Or on the basis that he might someday need a filler. He thought, what can I use?
And she then pixelated her own face.
Or he did. He went, well, I don't want them thugs looking at my missus. I don't want all these thugs. I mean, right-wing members of lunatic party. I mean, brothers.
There's another reason why it could have been.
Go on.
Let's be careful about this.
Okay.
She might just be a dog. Was that careful enough?
He might have done it. He might have done it.
Exactly.
He might, love, I played our video, but I'll be honest with you, not with you in it.
No.
There's too much of you, not enough of me.
Look, this is all about me.
This is all about me. That's not about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think about me?
And I know the wedding day is supposed to be about you, love.
I know.
No, this is about.
This is not the wedding day. This is the video of the wedding day. The day was all about you. Anything after that, me.
So I own it.
Me, I own it. So I can only assume.
Love, who paid for this video?
Yes, yeah, not for the wedding. Who paid for this video?
You'll find it was the party.
I think you'll find it was the EDL.
Expensive. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, maybe had it pixelated out so that it could take it tax. Tax exempt.
That's right.
Tax exempt. Oh no, we use this on rallies. What for? Well, you never know when a video won't play.
It's promotional stuff.
What's it promoting? Take that. Because they need a leg up.
I think somebody ought to be writing to take that.
Well, I can't get better on it. But let's get back to the really important bit here.
Hang on a minute, wait a minute.
Pixelated! Her face was pixelated! Somebody has gone to the trouble of pixelating her face on his video. So it has to be so that he can play it at a rally at some point.
Oh,
how many people in the audience went, oh, he appears to be having a little bit of bother playing his video. Oh, I hope he shows us some slides from the wedding.
Yeah, so long as they're pixelated.
As long as they're pixelated, though. Don't want to be seeing his lovely lady. Good Lord.
No, absolutely.
No.
Does she ever get seen out and about with him? Or is it a very private matter? What do you think?
What's that, sorry?
I mean, it's like they pixelate children. And I understand all that.
But they pixelate it on the assumption that they're going to show somebody.
Yeah.
I haven't got my children pixelated out of any of my videos.
Nor me.
Nor have you.
No.
And, let's be honest, children shouldn't be at your own wedding video anyway.
No.
So, not an issue. Not an issue. So, about 300 metres away, this is where it gets brilliant, an anti-fascist protest. Yay!
Yeah, good.
Was staged with hundreds holding signs with slogans including "Stand up to racism." There was a heavy police presence in the area with a number of officers and police vans around both protests. Oh, but the thing... right. So we get back to... So he's going to do this documentary. But he showed BBC headquarters after the video he wanted to show failed to load. Supporters, some wearing high visibility vests with "Free Tommy" written on them. Isn't he out now?
Well, he clearly was.
So they're repurposing the video. What are they trying to tell us? Are they struggling for funds here?
I think they possibly are.
Gathered from 11 a.m. It was in Salford's Media Centre.
Oh, right.
So just down the road. As the right-wing leader prepared to show clips from a new film.
I was imagining this in the curved bit of the BBC in London.
Well, yeah, of course. But BBC are up in Manchester now, aren't they?
Yeah,
of course they are. UKIP leader Gerard Batten. Can we pixelate that name out? I don't want to give him any adverts.
Never heard of him.
No, me neither.
Who are you?
Took to the stage in support of Robinson and urged protesters to join his political party. So let's just consider what the UKIP leader, where he's nailing his colours.
Absolutely.
Which mast he's pinning them to. He claimed the BBC regarded Robinson as a threat to the establishment.
Hang on a minute. Can
I just get this bit out? Just let me do this bit very quickly. He speaks up for things that are right. He tells the truth, and he can mobilise lots of people like yo. And that's why they fear. What? Thing was, one audience member was heard to say, "What a beep," and they put it in here as W asterisk 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 asterisk. So it is a beep, what a beep, beginning with W.
Okay.
During his speech.
Am I allowed 3 guesses? Or shall I do that during the break?
Well, I'm guessing it wasn't Wednesday.
No.
I'm guessing it wasn't Wimbledon.
Waterloo?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Wellington?
I don't know why, but I've got oil tanker in my head. Why would I have oil tanker in my head? Maybe it's Cockney rhyming slang. I don't know.
I've no.
Oh dear, it's just a gift that keeps giving. But the thing was, the reporters.
Banker.
Yes, yeah. London banker, oil tanker. The thing was, the audience members were the right-wing members of the EDL. And one of them has said about the UKIP leader, "What a oil tanker," during his speech. So it is just the gift that keeps giving this.
This is a farce.
It is an absolute farce. Oh, I've got a brilliant video, but it's not seem to be working, so here's my wedding. So by the way, just in case I ever had to play this in front of people like yo,
I'm going to have to pixelate my wife.
We've pixelated my wife out. Oh dear. Do you know, they shouldn't have had take that, they should have had blur.
What a cretin.
Oh dear.
What an idiot.
So Tommy Robinson, don't ever go away.
But, I mean...
Don't ever go away, please.
He's got a lot to say.
Oh, he's got a lot to say.
Speaks the truth.
He speaks the truth.
And he says
and
it
he
in a
can
way,
mobilise
he can
people
mobilise
like yo.
Loads of people.
Like yo. He
Like
said specifically, like
yo. But, okay, so he mobilised how many people in that
I
match?
don't know, but I would imagine that the number was outweighed by
10
number
to 1
protesters. Usually 10 to 1.
From the anti-fascist protest march.
But can you imagine getting back from the march? Where have you been? Oh, we've been to see Tommy.
Yeah.
Have you?
What did
really?
he say?
What, for dinner? No, at a march.
What did he have to say?
What did he have to say? Well, he was showing us a video. Oh, what was the video like? It was apparently brilliant. We didn't get to see it, but we saw some snaps of his wedding.
Oh, what did his wife look like?
Well,
a bit blurred, to be fair.
To be fair, I've not got my glasses. I can only put it down to me not having my glasses. I can only put it down to me not wearing my glasses. It was a schoolboy error. I could see him clearly. Oh,
God,
while we're waiting, here's my wedding video.
What is the world coming to? My goodness me.
Oh my
So did
goodness.
the technical people ever get round to actually fixing it? Did it actually play in the end?
It did say that it played in the end.
Okay.
But the thing that I couldn't help was blasting through my mind, right, was the mere fact that as soon as he had an IT problem, what he really needed was somebody called Abdul, who was absolutely into all singing, all dancing with, I know how to do that, bro. Yeah. Don't you worry about it. Oh, leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. No. Did it himself. Ended up playing his wedding video. You see, if he didn't have such right-wing views, he'd have had help.
He'd have had loads
of help.
Loads of help.
Rizvan would have been there.
Absolutely. Khalid would have been there.
Right next to him. Let's be honest, there'd have been plenty of Mohammeds queuing up. They're pretty nifty, aren't they, when it comes to tech nowadays?
IT.
He's got IT.
IT masters.
He's got an IT masters, he has.
Oh, goodness me.
He's got a masters in it.
It. He can do it.
He can do
really
it
well.
Really well. Oh, dear.
He's done it.
So, I'll be honest with you, it made me giggle, that one.
Tommy Robinson.
It made me giggle.
What an absolute out-and-out genius that man really
What an
is.
absolute wee.
Beep.
His own party. Oh, he's like, wee. This one.
I can't believe him.
What a beep.
Oh, God, you can just imagine the conversations at home. Where have you been today, love?
Oh, I've been to a march.
What were the march? This is his wife. What were the march?
Be gentle.
Tommy, where have you been today?
It was Tommy. So, did you show him the video? Well, love. Well, love. I showed him a video.
I went one better, love.
I showed him a video.
I showed him my wedding.
Oh, my
What, you mean our wedding? No, mine.
Mine, yes.
You weren't on it, love.
You weren't on it. You weren't on it. Can you imagine going around their house and it's scratched out all her face on all the pictures around the house? I gave her the best years of my life. Well, no, maybe not.
What a moron.
Dear.
What an absolute moron.
He should be called Gordon. That other one was called Gordon, wasn't he? Was he Gordon? Oh, come on, tell me it was Gordon. I've got Gordon in my head now. Why have I got Gordon in my head?
Don't know.
Was it Gordon? Come on. Oh, come on. No, where is it? A Canadian musician, Kelly Day, came in and did some songs. Well,
what?
Either he or she, not sure which, can get ready. I can't remember. I'm sure it was near the beginning. Hang on. Right, let me look through, because I now need to know. I know it's Gerard. Oh, Gerard. So Gordon is a moron. Gerard is a bit of a
morons, the lot of them.
Oh dear. I need to sit down. I know I am sat down. I need to put my feet up. I know I've got my feet up.
Yes,
it's metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically, I need a break.
I need a cuppa.
I need a cuppa.
Shall we do that now?
Do you know why we're doing that? I've got a video to show you. It's not the one you're expecting. I know you were expecting to see the latest Two White Buses one, but I can't. Computer won't render. Here's my wedding.
Look, the only basis on which I'm going to watch that, on which I agree to watch that, is if you.
It's pre-pixelated. It's pre-pixelated.
I tell you, first job of tonight when I get home, I'm going to pixelate my wife out.
Oh my goodness! I mean, let's be honest. Both ours were Asian weddings, so there was that much makeup there. Nobody would recognise them.
Nobody would know.
Could have been anyone. Could have been anyone. Hey, you're not. Well, I have got a cunning plan.
Talking about the nikah, yeah, and most of it was done in Arabic and Urdu.
Yes, yeah.
And I came out of there thinking I'd married my brother-in-law. He was the only one that was speaking.
He was the only one who had anything to say.
I was relieved when I got home and the missus was still there.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, right.
No.
Right, come on, I've got a video to show you.
Got to do some of that. We'll be back after this.
My computer won't render.
We'll be back after this. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Oh, very good. Very good. I feel suitably
actually I like Tommy Robinson.
Right, okay.
He just gives us everything that we need.
He is the gift that keeps giving.
Honestly, every time he crops up in the media,
Yep.
I like it.
Yes.
Because we can take the out of him.
Every time.
Every time.
Every
The
time.
man is such a loser.
Oh,
But
my
he's
goodness.
He's a monumental loser, but,
Yep.
but in a brilliant way.
Yes, yes,
Because everything he does is just so tripe.
yes. Well, if even,
Fantastic.
what do you call him? If even Piers Morgan
Yeah.
takes a little bit of a dislike to you and starts shouting and pointing of fingers, I seem to remember, you know, if you've got him on again, I mean, Tommy Robinson, EDL,
What?
just B&Q.
It,
We like our TLAs, our three-letter acronyms,
TLAs.
don't we? What's the other one? BNP? Is it BNP?
BNP.
BNP, that's a right-wing fascist auto. BNP?
British Nationalist Party.
British National Party. I was stunned when I watched the tennis recently and saw adverts for BNP everywhere.
Yeah, BNP Paribas.
I couldn't believe it.
The French bank.
I thought they'd turned a bit.
Yeah, we're not even done with the Brexit thing yet. They're already,
Yes,
they're already
I
having a
couldn't
go.
believe it. Oh my goodness.
BNP Paribas.
BNP Paribas. Oh, that was brilliant. It must have been the French Open then. Must have been the French Open. It was everywhere. I thought, hey!
I did tons of business with them.
Did
in
you?
the past, yeah.
I have to
BNP.
say though, whenever you're listening to Radio 5 Live and it's either at the weekend or they're talking on Monday and they say, so, did you watch the EFL at the weekend, which is the English Football League? They insist on calling it the EFL.
Yeah.
Because I think they want to get into like the franchise mentality of America where they have NFL
Yeah.
and other stuff like that. I can't think of anything else.
Tell you what I saw recently.
Go on.
What I saw recently was it was a game. It was
Right.
a game of footy. Two giant sides
Right.
taking on each other in a cup final.
Yes.
One was Chelsea.
Yep.
The other one was Man City.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Come on.
Man City v Chelsea.
Yep.
And it happened just the other day.
Yes.
Man City v Chelsea. And it went to penalties.
Right.
Yeah. And the Chelsea manager
Yes.
decided that the goalie needs to be swapped. He wanted his reserve goalie to go on
Right.
because the starting goalie
Yes.
had a full 90 minutes of play.
Yes. And it's
must
going to
have been
penalties.
It's going to penalties. You
And
want a fresh mind.
presumably-
You want youth. You want.
And presumably the reserve goalkeeper was better at maybe penalties.
Well, who
Not
knows?
not open play. Because there's a difference between
knows?
saving penalties and saving open play.
Absolutely. There is, yeah.
Right.
So, the goalie, as the manager was waving his arms and motioning him to come off the
Yes,
pitch,
yeah. And the boards go up, don't they?
he put his hand up, yeah, said, no chance. And he
The
stayed-
manager?
No, the goalie.
The player!
The goalie said, not a chance. I'm staying
I'm
here.
staying on.
And he stayed on.
Did he sit down cross-legged?
He stayed
Stuck his
on.
dummy. Did he win? I don't know if you're joking.
No, he
I
stayed
genuinely
on.
don't know if you're kidding.
He stayed on, yeah, and Chelsea lost. Yeah.
On penalties?
On penalties. So Man City took the cup, yeah, and the Chelsea goalie and the manager, I dare say, would have had a few words with each other.
Because that's a
after
gamble,
that
isn't it?
match.
Because if it have won, it'd be the hero. But
it is that moment where is it villain or hero?
Yeah, it is now make or break.
It's a 50-50. You are either a villain or you are the absolute hero.
Yes.
And the same applies to the manager. Yeah. So whoever wins, whoever loses, one of them is going to be the villain or the hero.
Yes.
And in this case, it turned out to be the manager that was the hero.
Yeah. You say, well, because Lado
there
is better at taking.
I told him I wanted to swap. I told him I wanted to do this.
This was all a
the manager. You've got to catch this on YouTube because the manager, he was throwing his arms all about. He was throwing things about, and he just stormed off down the tunnel.
So presumably the referee can't force a player to go off.
No.
Because that's a decision by the manager. Of course
that's right. But he absolutely dug his heels in and said, no, I'm not going. I'm going to do this. Wow. This is my job and I'm going to do it. And then they lost. Yeah. Can you imagine? Now, what's the ramifications of that then? Do you think that goalie should ever play again?
I don't know.
Before you answer that, he is the most expensive goalie in the world.
I was going to say, if he's a goalie for Chelsea, he's not going to be cheap.
He's the most expensive goalie the world's ever seen.
So he therefore thought he had a right to stay on.
Yeah.
But if your manager makes a decision, you cannot say, I'm staying on.
You can't.
Because gone are the days, I do remember, because presumably if he's making the substitution, he would have had a keeper to substitute.
Yes, he did, yes.
Where back in the day...
It was one of the players.
It was one of the players.
Yeah, no, he had a bona fide keeper dressed in the same yellow kit, warming up, running up and down the sidelines,
falling over,
ready.
Falling over.
Falling over, to the right,
to the left, to the right.
Yeah, and he was doing all of that, and he was getting himself ready, and then he just went and sat back down.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Now the thing is that a football club. I mean, we all put these people on pedestals, don't we? And look up to them, and etc. etc. I'd like to be a penny or two behind one.
Tell me about it. Oh my goodness.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But aren't they just employees?
Yes.
Of a business.
Of course they are.
Like, so if my manager came to me, if I was employed for 20 years.
Yes.
And if my manager came to me and said, do not do that.
John's doing this.
Do this.
Yeah.
Instead, because he is going to do that instead.
Yep.
You'd just walk, wouldn't you? You just go. You just go and do what
you're
told to do.
So would football players. Forever. Yes. Forever. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of a place. I'm not coming
Nor have I. Never heard of it. First.
Wow.
And it was the FA Cup final.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And Manchester City won.
Wow.
Was it the FA Cup?
I don't know.
Some cup.
Some big. Well, if it went to penalties, it must have been.
It was a big event.
Yeah,
it was a big event. Possibly
Charity Shield or something.
Yeah,
or whatever.
It was a big one.
Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah.
And it was an important one.
Wow.
Yeah. And the Chelsea manager is now in a very, very difficult position.
Yeah. What do you do?
Now they've both come out.
Who were?
No, not
was it a tantrum?
Quite like that.
Oh.
Not quite like that. Yeah, he went all jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands. Jazz hands. I
had a hissy.
Yeah, I can't say penalties from inside this wardrobe closet.
So anyway,
they both come out.
They both came out and said it was a misunderstanding. It was a breakdown in communication.
It certainly was.
Neither of us got the full gist of what was going on. And
when I said you're coming off,
and they've just let it go.
And when he said I'm not coming off, it was just a breakdown in communication.
They've both played it down and let it go.
Right. Well, they've got to when you expose it.
They absolutely have to.
Most expensive
Otherwise,
in the world.
The manager has to go.
Yeah.
Or the goalie has to go.
Or going forward, whenever a player says, "No, I don't want to be substituted," they'll just stay on.
Yeah, exactly.
Because precedent, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he did it.
That was crazy, that though. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Oh my goodness!
And I wish I'd seen the game. I didn't even know the game was on.
No,
me and football.
Well,
I'm actually more interested in the rugby at the moment.
Right.
It's Six Nations.
Right.
And I quite like that, and I like I get behind England when the Rugby Six Nations is on.
Right.
It's great.
Certainly not behind Scotland.
They're doing all right.
Are they?
They're doing all right. Yeah.
By the way, that was a joke there because my wife's Scottish.
Yeah.
For anybody out there thinking, oh.
For any Scots listening,
yes.
was that a intended affront? Yes.
Yes. But only to our good lady. But the point I was making about the EFL, the English Football League, they don't refer to it as a Premiership anymore.
No.
It is called the EFL. And every single time they say the EFL, I think, what? That's racist.
Absolutely.
I hear EDL.
Yeah.
So they're saying EFL, but I hear EDL.
Yeah.
So so you've got the national game is now tainted with EDL, and tennis is tainted by BNP. What is the world coming to? What is the world coming to?
There's no escaping from it, is there?
No escaping.
No escaping.
Sham
utter
bollock.
racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sham
No
bollock.
escaping from it.
Yeah.
I mean, why would a bank? Yeah, and it's a very, very large,
Oh,
powerful national bank of France. Why would a bank call itself the BNP?
Exactly. Come on.
It's just asking for bother,
It's
isn't it?
lunacy.
Asking
it really
for
is.
bother.
Yes.
Crazy.
Oh dear.
I've no idea what those letters actually stand for in that case.
No.
Not a clue.
No.
But yes, it is just a bank. Just a bank. It's one of the
one.
largest banks in France.
Right.
Yeah.
Oakley
Fantastic.
dokley.
It's a bit like Barclays here.
Yes.
Other banks are available.
Other banks, of course, available.
HSBC is available. So is NatWest. So
Yes.
is
I don't know. Others.
Others. Yeah. Oh,
You know what?
I forgot the best one. I forgot the best one.
Go on.
Co-op. I bank with a co-op.
There's a time I'd have been saying Lloyd's, no more.
Anything to do with your shares?
They robbed me of my life savings by taking shares from worth £6.70 something to 3 pence.
3 pence.
Thank you.
Oh, they'll come back.
Do you know HSBC? Do you know what HSBC stands for?
Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation.
Yes, it is. Do you know why it's called HSBC and not the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation?
Because Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation take too long to say.
It takes an awful lot of saying. It does. And when they brought it to Europe,
Yeah.
there was still an awful lot of stigma. Because it's a good 20 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
there was
no, more than that.
Probably more than that.
More
There's
than
still
that.
a lot of stigma.
We're actually talking about 35 years ago.
It probably is a while, actually. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm going to say 30 years.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, because it used to be Midland, didn't it?
Yes, it is.
And HSBC
Yes, it did.
took over the Midland.
That's right.
Yeah, come and talk to the listening bank.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll listen.
Yes.
And then we'll say no.
And then we'll say no. And then we'll sell out to Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. But there was still an element of, shall we say, what to call it when there's a racism where you know, not jingoistic. Oh, what do you call it? Just give me Z or something.
I've no idea.
It's a word I'm hopelessly grasping for.
Yes.
But as a nation, the great British people had an issue with.
It's a phobic thing, is it?
Yeah. Is it xenophobia? That's the thing.
Xenophobic.
They were xenophobic
Yeah.
towards that kind of area of the world because
Really?
because there was a lot of hang-ups lasting from World War II. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
Terrible, because an awful lot of people. Anyway, I don't.
Anyway,
but so they came as HSBC. People, I want to do I'll bank with HSBC.
Yeah.
Saying what? It's how important a brand.
Incredible.
How important is a brand?
Incredible.
Incredible.
Powerful stuff. Powerful.
Yes. That we're setting us a little bit closer to a cup of coffee.
I'm sure it has.
Yes.
But was that on the list?
No. But a cup of coffee is. So we'll have a cup of coffee and we'll do more of this when we come back from that.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
What? Rahmatullahi.
We do that again.
Yeah, I think we should. I struggled there.
Mrs. I can't.
Yeah, I was caught off guard by an missus.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Here we are again. Slide us up. Mic live. Light
Whoever
on,
that is.
and tears in our eyes.
No idea who Mike actually is. Talking of tears in eyes, I had tears in my eyes
Go on.
on Saturday night.
Right.
I was with our good friend, Dr. Nadeem,
Oh, brilliant.
and we were having a conversation about
Dr. Nair.
Dr. Nair.
Brilliant.
We were having a conversation,
Yes.
and I'm not going to tell you what the conversation was about.
Okay.
But he just said something. He said something, and it could. Do you know when you get somebody says something and it couldn't be more appropriate and funny
Right.
if they'd tried.
Okay.
It was classic, brilliant, genius comedy timing.
Okay.
The thing that he said had us both literally on the floor laughing.
Right.
In tears. And this was at a Zikr class. So it made it. You know, when you're a school kid and you somebody tells you something and you just start laughing.
You can't help it. Yes.
The back of the class, and you're trying to stifle your laugh, and it's making it worse.
Yes.
And then you actually start welling up and crying because your tears are coming out because you're laughing so, and you're trying to stifle it so much. It was one of those moments.
Yeah.
And you know, I absolutely love those moments.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Fantastic.
Just
absolute joy of laughing like a kid again, laughing like a child.
Yes.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And it is
Brilliant.
perfect. It's perfect when these moments happen.
At this zikr session, which is it's a group of people.
Yep.
Yeah, and they will take it in turns to host the zikr. It's always the guy that runs the class is Sheikh Rani.
Right.
Love getting together with Rani because at the end of the zikr, and for any non-Muslims out there that don't understand what the zikr is, it's where you praising God. It's just like a prayer meeting.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, you're just using certain terms and words in Arabic to praise God.
Yes,
and it's great. It's a great way to spend time, and it's a great way to connect with people that attend.
Yeah,
it's great. But at the end of it, he says, "Does anybody have any questions?"
Way.
And everybody's silent.
And you're like,
except
excuse
me.
Yes.
And I always ask some quite pertinent questions.
Yeah.
And this time I asked, I said, okay, so can you tell me the rulings on shortening prayer?
Yes.
He said, okay, right, shortening prayer. You can only do this if you're a traveller.
Yeah.
You can only shorten your prayer.
Yep.
He said shortening and combining prayers is a different matter. I'll talk about that later.
Right.
But shortening prayers you can only do if you are a traveller. So
okay.
I said, is there any set distance that you have to have travelled?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before you can call yourself a traveller and shorten your prayers.
Yeah.
And he said, no.
No. I'm going to say
no. And I said, okay, so I've heard it's about 50 miles.
Yeah,
or
50,
40,
45
kilometres
50,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I've heard that banded around all over the place. And he said, there is no evidence to say there is a particular distance. No evidence.
Well, presumably, if there was evidence, then there would be a particular distance.
There would be.
Everybody would know.
A fatwa
Yes.
and a decision made.
Yes.
And that would be because it's either in the Quran or it's in the Sunnah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if
Not
there isn't, then there isn't.
Then there isn't.
And
let's not start making stuff
way,
up.
You have to look at what the Sahaba did.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Sahaba. And another question comes into this, and that's that when you reach your destination, are you still on a journey?
Mm.
So, and if so, for how long?
Yeah.
If you're intending to settle there, then it's no longer a journey. You settle and you resume your normal prayers.
Yes.
But if you're intending to return back home, then you are on a journey for the whole time that you are there.
Yes.
Until you
when
get
you're on
back.
a holiday, you are on a journey until you get home.
Until you get home.
Yeah.
So however long that holiday is that right?
I don't know.
However long that holiday is. Well, the question came about, and the answer was that Umar went away for 6 months.
Wow.
And he shortened his prayer for 6
Wow.
months.
Okay.
And said, I'm not settling here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to live here.
Yeah.
I'm visiting here.
Yeah.
Therefore, I am still on my journey.
Yeah.
And 6 months later, he got back and resumed his normal prayers. So the actual majority opinion, I mean, there are some scholars that say, no, you can't shorten your prayers at all under any circumstances, full stop. Right. Okay, so that's them.
Yeah.
If you have that opinion, fine, go with it.
Yep.
But you must also then have all the other opinions of that madhab. You must also... You can't just pick and choose different opinions.
I'll have this from this one.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll have this from this one.
I'll tell you
when I put them all together,
I'll
just have to think about praying.
Yeah, I'll just have a really easy life.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You've got to follow the whole school if that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But there are some scholars that said, shortening prayers is fine.
Yep.
If you're on a journey, and the common opinion is that if you leave your town or city.
Yep.
So, I live in Wakefield.
Yes.
And Leeds is 10 miles away.
Yes.
But I left my city limits
Yes.
and wandered into another city entirely
Yeah.
and went to the other side of, at least to be fair.
Yeah.
So it was about 12 miles that,
Yeah.
that we did.
Yeah.
And I said, so am I okay? Do I, do
Yeah.
I fall into that category that I'm okay to shorten my prayer?
Yes.
Yeah? And the answer was,
Yes.
yeah.
Huh. Well, it's not like you've nipped to the corner shop, is it?
No.
And you're coming out. You have the inconvenience of being away from your own home and
Yes.
away from your local mosque.
Yes.
And it's taken into account that inconvenience.
Yes.
That if you are away, unless you are going somewhere to pray, then what it's saying is making the prayer fit into your life
And
as well
he
as your
said-
life fitting into prayers.
He said, I'm just going to get town and geography specific here. He said, if you went from Wakefield to like East Ardsley,
Yeah.
which is literally up the road from me,
Yeah.
yeah, and some parts of it still have a Wakefield postcode.
Yeah.
Some parts of it have a Leeds postcode.
Yes.
So it's kind of on the border.
Yeah.
And if you went to there, you can't shorten your prayer.
Right.
Because you're not really outside your city
Yeah.
limits. Come
Yeah.
on.
You could have walked there.
You've got to have a sense check about
Yeah.
this.
If you could have walked
Yeah,
there.
if you could have walked there. But he said if you go over to, for example, from Wakefield to Bradford or Halifax,
I was going to say Bradford. Bradford's a good example.
it's going to take you to get to Bradford. It's
But when
gonna
I work in Bradford, it takes me an hour.
takes you an hour
So I go
to
from
drive.
this side of Wakefield.
Yeah,
I'm pointing like
Yeah.
people are going to get. I'm going
Yeah.
from the bottom, that side of Wakefield, right the way through to almost the airport,
the top of Bradford. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
and that takes, I would say, about 50 minutes to an hour.
In traffic, it's going to take you longer than that.
Yeah, and has done.
But if you walked, how long would that take?
Oh my goodness, days.
How
Well,
many?
A day,
A day.
2 days, a day and a half.
Day and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the point that they were making. Yeah. Nowadays we've got the luxury of cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So journeying isn't quite as onerous as it used to be.
Yeah,
When people had to either walk,
right.
donkey, camel, horse, etc., etc. So it's outside of your city limits, but it has to be outside of your city limits.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you have to have done outside of your city limits and then
Yeah.
some.
So
Yeah.
you mean are the other people saying, oh well, because travelling is easier, it should be a further distance?
Yes.
Right. What about an airline pilot then?
I didn't go into that.
Right.
I didn't go into that.
As soon as he sets off, he's
Yeah.
on the journey, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
But he might have not left the. Anyway,
Anyway,
let's not overcomplicate things.
there you go.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was a really interesting point.
Yeah.
I'd welcome our listeners,
Yeah.
if they have a viewpoint and opinion, get in contact with us.
Yes.
Tell
Yeah.
us what that is.
Okay.
Catch us on Heritage Radio Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, and tell us what your opinion is.
Yeah.
I'd love you to share that with us.
Yep.
And let's get this right for the benefit of everybody.
Absolutely.
And if you have a very different opinion to the one that I've just stated,
Yep.
tell us.
Yep.
Let us know.
Yes.
Yeah. It's about time that our listeners started to interact a little bit.
Yeah.
They've gone a bit quiet on us of
have.
late, and I'd like them to interact just a little bit.
Yep.
To help us make sure that we're giving out the right kind of information.
Yeah.
And we're not getting anything wrong.
Right. Wrong.
Wrong. Right. Right.
Okay.
Wrong. No. Wrong.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Not right. No. But
No.
wrong.
Wrong.
We don't want to get things wrong.
Right.
No. Wrong. Stop it. This could go on all day.
It could.
Shall we let it?
Well, I think we could. For now, do you know what we're going to do?
Go on.
We're going to take a quick break, but
Okay.
we are going to come back to this after the break.
Okay.
We're going to come back to this because I would like to extend this a little bit further,
Okay.
but I want to have a cup of coffee first.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Welcome back.
Enjoyed that.
Yes, we're now fully fueled, ready and raring to
I
go.
don't know about raring.
But before that little break,
Don't even know about ready.
no,
I'm
I'm not even
I'm
fully
just
fueled.
To go. I am to go.
To go. But before that little break,
Yeah.
before that little interlude,
Yeah.
before that little diversion,
Yes.
we were talking about shortening prayers.
Yeah.
And just the different rulings. You were at a little do at the weekend
Yeah.
where a let's be honest, very scholarly,
Yep.
sheikh-like person whose opinion we both respect and admire greatly, gave his opinion
Yep.
on shortening prayers.
Yep.
And we're inviting people to get in touch.
So-
get in touch. What are your thoughts on shortening prayers?
Just to sum that up then.
Yes.
Shortening prayers is when you're on a journey.
Yes.
And
But how do you define
our
being?
beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi
wasallam
wasallam shortened his prayer and never prayed more than 2 rakat of prayer
Yep.
whenever he went on a journey.
Yes.
And this is authenticated hadith.
Yes.
We all know this.
Yeah.
And it's a matter that all of the scholars agree on.
Yeah.
Okay. What's questionable there is what constitutes,
What constitutes a journey?
What is a journey?
Yeah. You're going around
is
the world in 80 days. Is that an 80-day journey?
Yeah, well, okay.
Part of me thinks yes.
Yes.
That one, yes. I think even scholars would, because you're going round the world.
Round the world.
Yes. And in a balloon with a frog. And I don't mean a Frenchman. Sorry, that was offensive.
It's a really dodgy waistcoats, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I was thinking about Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew. Do you remember Pepe Le Pew?
No, I don't remember that.
It was a cartoon, and he was a skunk.
Okay.
So he was black with a white stripe down his back, and he was called Pepe Le Pew, and he spoke with a French accent, and he was very romantic, and he was always after a little, shall we say, love interest.
Yes.
But on every single cartoon, the introduction to the cartoon was a black cat somehow ending up with a white stripe down its back.
Okay.
And Pepe Le Pew falling in love with her. Thinking that she was a skunk. But it was every single... Talk about willing suspension of disbelief. Because even as a kid, you've got to think, how many unlucky black cats are there?
Yeah.
And secondly, you think sooner or later, Pepe had cottoned on to the fact that just a load of black cats having accidents.
No, what you've got there is a team of script writers that were terminally lazy. Really couldn't be bothered about thinking about other plots. And if you've got a formula that works...
We've got a formula that works here. Just get him to fall in love with a black cat.
If it ain't broke,
but
black
cats look like cats. Well, we've got to make it look like a skunk. And how are we going to do that? White stripe.
It was sleeping in the road and they were doing the white line.
I'm sure that happened.
I'm sure that was one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was walking under a ladder.
Under a ladder, tin of paint was dropped. Yeah, I'm sure that one happened.
Yeah.
Actually, it's that's 2.
They were doing the lime stripes on a field.
Yes, very good. That would have been 1.
Yeah.
No doubt that would have been 1.
And now I'm running out of ideas.
Yeah. When sunburn? No, not sunburn. Don't know. But I don't know why that came to mind. However, for now, what we were talking about was shortening prayers.
Yes, we were.
And what constitutes a journey?
Yeah.
What constitutes a journey? Because going to your corner shop, probably not.
No.
Probably not. But to be fair, doing something for work or even for pleasure, going to see family, if you're, and I buy this, if you are leaving your city limits, depending how big your city is, Delhi's quite big, isn't it?
It's a
Los
city.
Angeles is huge.
It's a city, isn't it?
So
by default, it's going to be fairly sizable.
I mean, LA is massive. So if you went from South Central LA to Laguna Beach, that would be considered a journey, even though you're not leaving the city limits. Yes, it's all the same. Yes. So city as opposed to county.
It's more a question of
city
as opposed to distance.
Yes.
Specific distance.
Well,
because
city, if you're in this country,
some people
in other countries
distance.
might be saying, hang on just a minute,
Yeah.
I live in Western Australia, and that's
to
massive.
leave my city limits
is a plane journey.
700 miles.
Yes, yeah. So, but in this country, I think it's fair to say,
yes,
city limits.
Yeah. Let's talk then about this country.
Yes.
Because
this country
is where we live.
So point number 1, shortening prayers, the recommended distance is, well, first of all, it needs to be on a journey.
Yeah.
And the recommended distance to qualify for being on a journey is leaving your city limits.
Outside your city limits.
That works.
Yeah.
That works. Assuming nobody gets in touch and tells us otherwise.
That's right. That's right.
So that's shortening.
Now, there's a difference between shortening and combining.
Now, combining.
That's a different matter.
Combining. Because we have found ourselves on some incredibly long journey, incredibly long days, incredibly long work, as of other people. I'm just using us as for the listeners out there, just using us as an example.
Yeah.
And the ability to combine means that you can book train tickets, you can organise taxi journeys, you can organise your day around You could do the same number of prayers, but organise your day around fewer pit stop for prayers, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely.
So combining really facilitates
It helps.
a day out.
Yeah.
So what do we mean by combining?
Okay, so this is where, and this will happen on 2 occasions throughout the day. It's either Zohar and Asr.
Yep, so that's the second and third prayers for our non-Muslim
You can
Muslim
pray
friends.
those together.
Yes.
Or,
So when would you normally pray Zohar?
At lunchtime,
The
sun's zenith, sun's highest
zenith.
highest point, so
And
usually
then
about lunchtime.
Lunchtime, and then after that, within 1 or 2 hours, depending on what time of year,
Yeah.
you'll be into Asr,
Yes.
which is
you
your
will.
kind of mid-afternoonish.
Mid-afternoon.
prayer. Yes.
Yeah.
So normally you'd pray one of those around about midday, and another one 1, 2, or 3 hours later, depending
on
the
what
time
time of year. Yeah.
Mid-afternoonish.
Yes.
And your ability is to pray those at the same time.
Yes.
Either, well, ideally at 12.
Yes.
But at any point within that process,
Within that, you
within
can
that window,
either at the Zohar time
Yes.
or at the Asr time. So
Yes.
long as you prayed it within that window, you're fine.
yes, yeah. The other
You
two,
can also combine Maghrib and Isha.
and Maghrib is our
Sunset.
evening, so that's sunset.
Absolute sunset.
Yep.
And it's at sunset time.
At sunset.
And the Isha prayer is the
Night.
prayer at darkness.
Yes.
So that's usually at least 1.5 hours after the Maghrib prayer.
Yes, yeah.
So-
And for those who, and this I'm thinking about for our non-Muslim
Yes.
listeners, if you ever do walk into a mosque and you have a look at the prayer times,
Yes.
because I used to think, hang on, why is, your Fajr might be bang on the hour,
Yep.
and your Zohar might be at quarter past the hour,
Yes.
and then your Asr might be bang on the hour
Yeah.
or half
Yeah, yeah.
past the hour. Real broad brush.
Yes.
And then Maghrib will be 17:41.
Yes. Yeah.
A really specific time.
Because that is dead on
Because
sunset.
that is your sunset. It took me a couple of years for that to land.
So when the sun has literally
they told me on day one.
disappeared-
I'm just slow.
Hang on a
It took me
minute.
4 years to get your name
They
right.
told you 3 million things on day one. How many of those are you supposed to
That's the
remember?
thing. Oh, there's a lot to know. Oh, yes, true.
You
true.
just fried my brain.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, I can't.
Right
take
foot
it
first.
out,
What?
Excuse
Unless
me.
you're coming out. What? Always go for the right.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh, dear.
Don't forget, no bacon. Oh.
Yes. Oh, no. Oh, what?
you-
Hey.
Anyway, so there's a difference between shortening and combining.
Yes.
Shortening
So,
is where
but to recap, combining, we can combine the second and third prayers, which
Yep.
is our Zohar and Asr
Yep.
prayers,
and the fourth and fifth,
which is the kind of sunset
Maghrib and Isha.
and nighttime. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And combining
So-
means you can do them at the same time.
There are some scholars that say, no, you can't do that at
No,
all.
you can't do that. Full stop.
No,
Okay.
none. There are some that say, well, yeah, but you can only do that when in time of Hajj,
Okay.
when you're in Muzdalifah and Arafat.
Right.
Yeah. But there are then some that say, no. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was seen to combine his prayers outside of Muzdalifah and Arafat.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there is a sunnah. There is a ruling there that can be done
Yeah.
outside of Muzdalifah and Arafat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends who you follow.
Okay.
So you will have your own opinion,
Yep.
and you must follow that opinion
Okay.
because you are of that opinion.
Yeah, 'cause you can't
and you
pick and
must
choose.
then follow all of that school's opinion.
Yes. This is not a smorgasbord. You don't pick
This is
and
not
choose.
Take your
This
pick.
is not to take your pick. This is not sushi.
This.
This is not. I'll have one. This is not one from the top, two from the middle, and three from the bottom. Carol.
You don't watch them go by and say, actually, I fancy that one.
Hey, I'll have
Take
that one.
Thank
Is it?
you.
Is it? Is a blue dish? £5? Is it?
Yeah.
No, you don't pick and choose.
I'll have that one with wasabi sauce.
Yes.
Or is it wasabi?
Yeah.
You can't say that.
No,
No,
you can't say that.
you can't
Kelly.
say that on a... Oh,
You also can't edit live radio.
no, you can't, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Ouch.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Imagine if you could.
Oh,
Ours would be quiet, wouldn't it?
brilliant, yeah. we get nothing done.
We just sit with our feet up going, whatever,
Well, yeah.
whatever. Assume we're saying something mildly amusing that will offend somebody, and as such, it's been cut.
So you either
Yes.
don't agree with it at all,
Right.
and never do it.
So we'll set those to one side.
You do agree with it, but only on very limited circumstances when
Which
you're
would be
in
Hajj.
Arafat and Muzdalifah on
Okay.
Hajj.
Yep.
Or you agree with the general principle
Yep.
that whilst travelling,
Yep.
you can shorten and combine your prayers.
Right.
And that's what a very, very lot of people choose to do.
Yes.
That's the opinion of an awful lot of people in this country.
Yeah.
And it's one that I share.
Well, it makes so much sense.
Right? Because I'll tell you why.
Oh, go on.
I'll tell you why. Because
Tell me why.
I had this conversation that said, if you are given the ability, this is a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're given this blessing to enable you to shorten and combine your prayers.
Yes.
Yeah. So that if you fear that you're going to miss the second of those prayers
Yep.
through either work commitments or,
Yep.
or your
Travel,
journey,
yeah.
etc.,
Yeah.
or through illness or for whatever reason, if you feel that you're going to miss the second of those prayers,
Yeah.
then surely you're better to have prayed that prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the combining
Yeah.
is appropriate.
Yeah.
And it was put to me like this. It was put that if you are on a journey
Yep.
and you combine your, say, Maghrib and Isha
Yes.
prayers,
Yeah.
yeah, and you're doing that at Maghrib time,
Yep.
and then you pray an extra 2 rakat for your
Yep.
Isha prayer,
Yep.
yeah, you would do that because there's only Allah determines whether or not you are going to make it to
Yeah.
the end of your journey.
So better to get another one in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you were to pass away as part of that journey,
Yeah.
would you want your record to show that you prayed both prayers
Yeah.
before you died,
Yeah.
or just one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just thought that was a great way of thinking about
Yeah.
it and a great way of putting it.
And also, I mean, you know, 'cause it's one thing to be born into this and kind of the rules are just there. It's something quite different to choose to enter this, and you have to learn the rules as you go along.
Yes.
And I've been told from day one, as I'm sure you have as well, and I believe this, and I've had very little evidence to the contrary, and I propagate this, that Islam is the perfect religion,
Yep.
but it's also so simple.
It's not meant to be
It's
burdensome.
not meant to be a burden. This is not a chore. This is not purgatory.
That's right.
This is your ability to praise Allah.
Yeah.
And that should not be made difficult. It shouldn't be made
right.
so that you should never be thinking, oh, you should just never be thinking that.
Our Prophet Muhammad, peace be, and blessings be upon him, on the night of the Miraj,
Yes.
went to see Allah.
Yeah.
And Allah gave him the commandment,
Yeah.
get your people to pray 50 times a
Yeah.
day. Why 50 times a day? And if you do the maths on that, it's every half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? It's every half an hour.
Yeah.
They should be in prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah? And that's because we are stupid and we need reminding
Yes.
all the time.
Yes.
Yeah? So he came down with the commandment 50 times a day.
Yes.
Yeah? Who did he meet on the way down?
Well, he met another beloved prophet, an extraordinary prophet. Shall we say? I'll try to think of a really, really nice way of saying one. You won't mess with him.
You won't mess with him. He's the one that, in fact, punched death in the face.
Yes.
Said,
Yes.
No, I'm not ready
Hey up,
yet.
death! Bang!
2-1. Anyway,
Don't push me.
the Prophet said, no, you're going to have to go up there and negotiate
Yeah,
again.
come on.
Because I couldn't get my
I
people.
know these people. Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't get my people to do
Yeah,
that.
no way.
No chance.
Look, we've got to do with, got to go with something that is
go less.
attainable.
Go
Otherwise,
less.
they're not going to do anything.
They came back down.
How sensible is that, by the way?
Brilliant. And this prophet was such a commanding personality.
We're talking about Moses. aren't we?
Musa.
Musa. Yeah, yeah.
No, we didn't mention it.
We didn't mention his name. No. I just thought.
Moses.
Let's make this clear.
Musa.
Let's make this clear.
Yeah, Moses. So, Moses, very commanding personality, very commanding in stature and physique, and
Yes.
everything about him was commanding.
Yeah.
How brave of it was for him to say,
Yeah.
no, mate.
No, go back.
No, go back up.
Go back.
Go back, because you ain't going to get that past
Yes,
your people.
yeah.
And I know, because I tried.
I've tried.
Yeah,
I've tried. Do you know?
And
Do you
even
know?
I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
So,
do you know
mate,
how-
you don't stand it?
Yeah. Do you know how definite and definitive you have to be? Carved mine in stone.
Yeah. Yes.
None of this Tipex. You have to be absolutely black and white, and it has to be doable.
It was sent up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, again. And eventually it came down to 5.
Yes.
And Musa said on the way down, said, no, they won't do that. It's too hard. Go again. And our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was too embarrassed to go back again.
Yeah.
So he settled on 5 times a day.
5 it is.
Yeah? But
those 5 should not be burdensome.
Those 5 should be, should be doable. And as we both know full well, they are.
Yes.
Because we just do them.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
But it should never be a...
Not an issue. Oh no, I've got to pay. No,
it should be straightforward.
I want to do this. I want to do this now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because it's what I'm here for.
Yep.
Yeah. What's the reason why we're here?
Yes.
The reason why we're here is to do this.
Yep.
No more, no less. Yeah, it's just that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do some nice things along the way.
So if you find yourself on a journey,
yeah,
ideally, number 1, you can shorten your prayer.
You can.
But you can also combine.
You can.
Zuhr and Asr, and then Maghrib
and Isha.
Yes,
you can.
To make that journey a little bit easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And the evidence is there. The rulings are there. It's a dispensation as given to us as a blessing.
Yeah.
To make our lives a little easier.
Yep.
And to make things possible.
Yeah.
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 So I mean, another example there is that if you're, for example, a surgeon,
golly,
and you've prayed your Zohar,
yeah,
and you're going into an operation that's going to last 4 or 5 hours,
yeah,
you're going to miss your Asr time.
Yeah.
Well, why would you want to miss your Asr time?
Yeah.
You don't. So you pray them both together.
Yeah.
You combine.
So you don't even need to be on a journey. It can be down to circumstance.
Absolutely.
Wow. What about if you're the patient going into that operation?
Pray both before you go.
Yeah.
In. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just go, wow! Do you know what Allah is?
Amazing.
Amazing.
It's because this is made so easy.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. So if you out there have got any strong opinions,
yep,
for
let
or
us
against,
know.
For or against what we just said.
Yeah. Well, if they're for, let us know. Against, keep it to yourself.
Nah, keep it to yourself. Yeah.
No, let us know. Either way.
I tell you what. No, if it's for,
yeah,
you agree with every word that we've said.
Tell everybody.
Tell everybody. Just broadcast it worldwide.
Tell everybody.
Yeah. And if you don't, shut up.
Shh. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. No, seriously. Either way, get in touch because we get to choose which ones we read.
And if it starts with the words "I don't," delete.
Delete.
You're wrong. Delete.
Well, what I think. Delete. I love what you say, but delete.
If they only knew how true this was.
You seem to have an awful lot of positive comments on YouTube. Yeah,
we do.
Yeah,
it's funny,
weird, isn't it? Now, to be fair, if they go look at our YouTube, they'll find that they are not all positive.
Some of them are
overwhelmingly positive.
Far less
shall we
than
say.
positive.
Too white.
Yeah. I'll never forget that one.
Oh, so funny. Oh,
These
brilliant.
people think they're offending us.
Oh,
what they actually
brilliant.
do is just make us howl laughing.
We absolutely, for weeks.
It's brilliant.
For weeks. All I had to say was too white.
Beep.
Oh, that was it. Oh,
Fantastic.
cracking. Yeah, get in touch. Get in touch and let us know.
Let us know, inshallah. Okay, shall we do some more of that after a bit of this?
I think so.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi
wa barakatuh. If that's at all possible.
If at all possible. Yes.
If we can.
If we can.
You know, we aim to please.
We aim to please. If we can, we'll keep it in.
But notice I say aim.
Yes.
We don't always hit the target, but we aim to please.
Oh.
Have you ever done archery?
Archery?
Yeah.
Have I ever done archery? I've got it in my head that I have, but I can't remember doing it.
I can.
Right.
It was amazing.
I bet. I can imagine, actually.
The strength that you need.
Oh, really?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, these were proper bows.
Oh, right.
And it was proper bows and proper arrows. Yeah. And it was a target way off in the distance. And the power that you need to pull that thing back with, it was hard. It was actually really hard work. You've got to be physically fit to do that.
That would ring true because the Battle of Agincourt was a distance war.
Yeah.
And the reason, or one of the reasons, there were many reasons, but one of the reasons that the English were successful at the Battle of Agincourt was they had longbowmen.
Yes.
And the longbowmen could fire long bows,
Yes.
which meant that they fired their arrows a long way because of the
Yeah.
physical side. And they apparently trained from the age of 5.
Yeah.
And I can remember thinking, what? They trained from the age of 5, 6. And when they were like 13, 14, because it was a different era, you know, they were then soldiers and they would go and fire these things. And you think, well, if range was so important, just get a bigger bow. No. It's the physical strength that's required.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wow.
And I remember doing that, and I was thinking, I'm sure I'll be good at this because I'm good at shooting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got a good eye.
My little air rifle.
Yes.
Yeah, which I love.
Yep.
I'm very, very good with that thing.
Yep.
And so I should be with a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
It's a similar kind of thing, similar kind of concept. You aim it, you fire.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Didn't have the strength.
Wow.
Honestly. And the person that I was with did. And the difference was unbelievable.
Really?
Because I was hitting the target, but he was getting the bullseye.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was getting the bullseye. And on one of the rounds, they just fastened a load of balloons around the target. And he was just popping the balloons left, right and centre.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I couldn't even hit one.
Well,
honestly.
Again, it's interesting to say that. And I'm likening this to something which is nothing like it, and yet kind of is. So you were aiming for the board.
Yes.
He was aiming for the bull.
Yes.
That's like when I used to go and play golf with my dad.
Uh-huh.
I would aim for the green.
Yeah.
He would aim for the hole. Yeah. So he had there's a famous set of clubs called pin seekers.
Yep.
Called pin seekers, and he goes, "That's me. I'm a pin seeker. I am aiming for the pin.
Yep.
You were trying to get it on the green.
Yeah.
What a difference.
Yeah.
What a difference. So so he's saying, no, I'm going for the bull here. You're going, I just want to hit the ball.
I just want to hit the yeah.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah. But perhaps that's because you didn't believe that you had the skill to go for the pin.
Absolutely.
So you just went for the green.
Yes. Yeah. I was looking to get it on the green back then.
I just knew that I didn't have the strength to pull that thing back far enough and hard enough to hit the, to be specific about where it was going to go on the board.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really tough. I've no idea why I got onto that.
No. But it does make me think about.
It
makes me think about Agincourt with the longbows, and that was a massive differentiator between the French and the English on that day.
Yeah.
Wow. Because the French had got a load of knights, a load of cavalry,
and
just went, we will smash, and grossly outnumbered the English.
Yeah.
And the English went, get ready.
Yep.
And they funneled them into a fairly small thing. And at some distance,
just obliterated
just pelted them.
Yeah.
And it was a muddy day, and so the horses started slipping, and as they fell, they couldn't get through, and it just created a quagmire, and the French army got stuck in this quagmire, and the English army just picked them. It's awful to think. You know where they get the phrase,
just
like shooting fish in a barrel.
I know, but these are human lives.
I know. Terrible. Terrible. But that's where it came from.
The futility of wars.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Absolutely terrible.
Horrible. They're still going on today.
They are usually for one man's greed.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I'd put that to several men's greeds, but one at the top and a few others will go, well, if we do this, we'll get some money out of it.
Yeah.
A little bit like, I can't help but think, one of our Western allies, shall we say, the good old Uncle US of Stateside.
The Orange Man.
Yes, yeah. But generally speaking, because it's not just, for decades now, I've almost insisted on a war every 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
From Second World War through Korea, through Vietnam. I mean, it was every 5 or 10 years. Extraordinary. And you can't help but think that the guys at the top have all got shares in the companies that make the bullets.
Of course they have.
Do you know what I mean? And that make the clothes, and that make the boots, and that make the tanks,
Well,
and that even make the food.
That is exactly what it's all about.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's extraordinary.
It's worth trillions of dollars.
Yes.
To the US economy.
Yeah.
So
annually, every single
trillions of dollars.
year.
Yeah. So the firms that supply the armory,
armaments,
the weapons, the
even the supplies, like say food,
the tanks, the vehicles,
blankets,
the spare tires, the boots that they wear, and
oil,
you name it. Yeah.
Pins,
the
badges,
companies that service all of that.
Yep.
Are massive,
Yes.
massive company, and the amount of revenue that's worth is worth trillions a year.
Yes. And
so
that
if
is
it wasn't
how-
for wars,
Yes.
the American economy would what?
Oh, it could collapse.
Collapse.
But what they're doing now is they're funneling tax money
Yes.
into private hands.
Yes.
And they're just funneling it through war,
Yes.
which I just find an absolute abomination.
Yes.
An abomination. Why did Muslims fight wars historically? To defend themselves.
It was all in defence.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was never to propagate
They're never
anything.
the aggressors. They
No,
were always in
they weren't
defence.
seeking land.
Nope.
It's extraordinary.
Crazy.
Extraordinary.
Crazy.
And when they did fight wars, they did it under such strict rules
Yep.
as to be extraordinary.
Yes.
I was watching something the other day. And it was about, I like me, I like my history, I like my world wars, and it was about World War One and the use of gas in World War One. Now there had been, was it the Hague Convention prior to World War One or after? There was a convention. The rules of war were signed before World War One, and then they were updated at the end of World War One in preparation for World War Two, as it happens.
Yes.
And gas had been outlawed.
Yes.
As they didn't have the term, but it was considered a weapon of mass destruction.
Yes.
They didn't have that term then, but it was outlawed. It was like, hang on a minute. So how come I've seen so much about the awful situation the men had to go through after they had been gassed?
Yes.
For the most famous one being mustard gas, but that wasn't the most lethal one.
No.
And mustard gas was an irritant, so that they took their gas masks off, and then they sent the chlorine gas across, which is what killed more people.
Killed them. Yeah.
And well, how does that work then? And apparently, it's because in the ruling it was basically, I can't remember what the wording was, but if fired, if you sent a shell across which contained gas, that was banned. Oh, but if it's just coming out of an open container, well, that doesn't fall under the ruling, and as such, we can therefore use it.
Let's just twist and bend the rules.
And it's
shall
a
we?
twisting and bend the rules.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the response from our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam if one of the Muslims tried to bend the rules? Do you know what I mean? They're there for a reason. They're there to protect innocence, to protect the young, to protect the old, to protect those not involved in battle.
These are Allah's rules.
Yes.
Yeah. To protect the innocent,
Yep.
the old, the infirm, the children, the ministers, those engaged in worship.
Yeah.
It was to protect them not just during the battle
Yes.
itself, but afterwards too.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
And you're not then
Do
looking for
poison
excuses.
the wells of your enemies.
Yeah, do not cut down
trees,
Yeah.
fruit trees,
Yeah.
sustenance.
Extraordinary.
Do not fight those who are not coming at you.
Yes.
Don't fight those without weapons.
Yeah.
Don't fight. There's such a massive long list of don't do this, don't do that, don't the other.
Yeah.
It was almost inconceivable that they could fight a battle under
Yes.
those circumstances anyway,
Yeah.
which was the exact point.
Oh, well, yes. Yes.
Exactly the point.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, lads, let's not do this. We'll find a better way
Yes.
through negotiation and talk.
Yeah.
But if they
Living in
insist,
understanding.
But if they insist, yeah, we have the right to defend ourselves.
Yes.
But get ready, because there's a list of do's
There's a
and
list of
don'ts
things,
here.
absolutely.
Yeah, and that list is, I would recommend everybody
Yes.
to look at what that list actually says.
Yes. I think
Everybody.
Muslims need to look at it to remind themselves,
Yes.
and non-Muslims need to look at it to go, wow,
Wow.
wow. And then
Really?
everybody needs to stick to them.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
there are things happening across this world, maybe not in more recent times, but certainly over the last decade or so, by people who purport to be Muslim, which kind of contravene some of those. You know what I mean?
Kind of some of them.
Don't want to get too deep into it. It is breakfast, but I mean, come on. They're there for a reason. So anyway, do you know what I find myself?
I know you're going to say thirsty.
Yes.
But I'm just going to pause that for a second.
Okay.
Pause that for a second. Because I was about to make another point in a minute. You know me.
Yes.
My points. If I don't
Yes.
get them out, they've gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. But I'm going to get it back. So
Right.
This is quite an important one. So what you're going to have to do is just drivel on
Okay.
aimlessly
How
while I
much
continue
do I
to
like
think
donuts?
about.
Donuts are amazing.
Always bring it back to
Got a bit back to food. I mean, chocolate digestives. Why bother with any of the biscuits?
It's pointless.
How are you supposed to improve on perfection?
You can't.
You can't.
Can't.
So why bother with any of the biscuits?
It's like, hang on a minute,
Do
strawberry.
you know if I eat some
strawberry
biscuits,
jam in donuts.
I eat them because there are no chocolate digestives.
Yeah.
So other biscuits, they kind of exist in spite of, not because of.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like a poor second best.
It is.
It's like a poor cousin.
It is.
Like a distant poor relative.
But it also shows that different people have different tastes.
Yeah.
Because you have long tried to convince me that rich tea is any more than a whaffer.
Rich tea.
I don't
but
get it.
But you don't drink tea.
No, but I don't get it.
But you don't drink tea.
And you'll say, oh, you're supposed to dip it. Well, no.
In
No.
tea.
No.
In tea.
No.
How can you not drink tea?
Oh, how can you dip something in it? It's a drink.
Oh.
I've seen people dip toast in it.
Croissant. I mean,
Oh, no. Now you're just taking the Michael.
Dip croissants in coffee, don't they?
No, surely not.
You're not a dunking man, are you?
No.
No.
No, unless it's in cream.
You like the crunch, don't you?
I do.
I'm happy to forego the crunch
Yeah.
and just enjoy the sog.
Actually, I would take the flake out of a 99 and eat the flake.
Yeah, I do that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, you can't do anything other than that. I mean,
I knew some people that used to push it in. Yeah, you
shove
see?
it down so it ends up in the
And
crisp
goes all
cone itself.
I'm like, no.
You think, no, that's wrong.
These need to be separated.
Because
the
it
ice
remains
cream
frozen.
is a delivery mechanism for a flake.
It remains frozen. That's the problem. So if you eat frozen flake,
Okay.
it doesn't taste. You
No.
just don't get the taste.
No.
It's got.
But you know that the cone
Yeah.
used to be the delivery mechanism for ice cream.
Yeah.
You used to get ice cream in a little tub.
Yeah.
Or in a cone of paper.
Yeah.
And you would eat the ice cream with a little spoon.
Yeah.
And you'd throw the cone of paper away. And somebody went, oh, it must be able to do something. And they put it into and you were supposed to throw the cone away afterwards. Not supposed to, but people would. And now it is a fundamental part of the ice cream.
You have to eat it,
You have to eat it.
and you have to shove some ice cream down into it as well.
Absolutely. You've got to keep blowing it down.
So you still got a little bit of ice cream at that.
Otherwise, you are
little
just
tip.
crunching at the bottom.
That's
What's the point of that?
pointless.
Yeah.
That's just dry your mouth. You can't swallow it.
Ridiculous.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any closer to this thought?
No.
Well, that'd be the case. Should we do some more of this after that? And you never know, it might be that we talk about after this.
Inshallah.